Imagine getting paid just for sharing your thoughts on products and services you use every day. With Survey Junkie, it's that simple. Click on the link in the video description to discover how you can start earning today by taking surveys.
A staffer for Republican Representative Mike Collins, GA, is the latest victim of crime in the ritzy D.C. Navy Yard neighborhood just blocks from the U.S. Capitol. Octavian Miller detailed that he and a friend were walking through Navy Yard over the weekend when two masked individuals emerged from a car and were both pointing guns at their torsos. One of them asked for my watch, which I wasn't ready to die for, Miller told Fox News in an interview alongside his boss where he detailed that another friend was able to get in a punch before fleeing. This could have ended very differently, Miller continued. Thankfully, these two individuals were not looking for a murder charge. Representative Collins backed up his staffer and called D.C. a war zone. Just blocks from the U.S. Capitol, many staffers and lawmakers take up residence in pricey, luxury apartment and condo buildings in the Navy Yard neighborhood of D.C., which is also home to the Nationals baseball stadium and some government buildings like the Department of Transportation. Not even a year ago and only a few miles from where Miller was held up, a staffer for Senator Rand Paul, Republican Kentucky, was stabbed multiple times in the head and chest and suffered a brain bleed and punctured lung. Representative Henry Cuellar, Democrat Texas, is also among those who have also fallen victim to recent crime after he was carjacked at gunpoint in October by three young men in ski masks, two of whom were wielding firearms. Cuellar escaped unharmed. Despite massive efforts to overhaul Navy Yard, the last few years have seen a massive spike in violent crime like shootings, stabbings, armed robberies and carjackings after Mayor Muriel Bowser implemented much more lax crime laws across the District of Columbia. It is very much out of control, said Collins of the crime. And we say a war zone, all you've got to do is ask the people around here and they have polled, constantly, the citizens that live here in D.C. and no one feels safe. He continued, we have got to get back to a nation of law and order. We have gotten so far from that. We don't prosecute people and in D.C. we don't even pursue them. The same day Miller opened up about the recent crime committed against him, a man was shot and killed just 1 block away from where the staffer was targeted. At least 3 bullet holes were found in the nearby apartment building, shattering windows and bending metal detailing. You are concerned, you never think you would be the one in the next story headline, Miller said when talking about how he was keenly aware of the rising crime before he became a victim himself. It is quite unfortunate that we live in a city where it feels like you have to fend for yourself. So far in D.C. in 2024 there have been 471 assaults with a dangerous weapon, 885 robberies, and 2,150 motor vehicle thefts, and it's only halfway through the year. My message to, the leadership in D.C. is, please take care of your constituents, Miller said. We should be able to walk around freely, not have to worry about our lives. Representative Collins lamented the crime against his employee on X. Our nation's capital has become a war zone because of pro-criminal policies peddled by D.C.'s government, he wrote.